What's up, everybody? William the Creator here, and today I'm giving you my review and opinion on Alien Romulus. And I am sorry that this review is late. I've been busy for the last week, but I did see this last week on Friday because my friend took me to see it as my birthday present. But yes, I've been quite busy. I've been so tired because I've been working hard. I was outside the house most of the time doing stuff, and I just been really, just sleeping because of work. Because overnight it'll make you crash like crazy. But instead of my regular daily life of complaining and venting, let's go on and let's talk about this movie. So, this movie here, Alien Romulus, was fantastic. It was good. It was brilliant, okay? For a horror movie, I enjoyed it. This movie takes place between the first Alien and the second Alien movie, and technically this movie is really gory. Okay, so the director who directed my favorite Evil Dead movie that came out 2013, and also Don't Breathe, directed this movie. I also thought he directed Antlers, but that's another director directed that. So, but his this movie he directed is so good that he actually put in one of his calling cards, which he throws in that one last final boss you don't even know that's in there, kind of like he did with Evil Dead, and it was just one of the coolest coolest fight scenes I've ever seen in the movie for a creature, for a final girl versus this. I don't even want to spoil it because this is a non-spoiler video, so you guys are okay. But let's start from the beginning. So the movie takes place, like I said, between the first Alien and the second Alien, and the movie is basically about these young adults, basically I think they are young adults on this mining planet with no sun. There's always like thunder clouds, storms and stuff that cover it, and it's always darkness. And they want to leave the planet to go to another planet that has a bunch of greenery and sunshine and is just magnificent and beautiful. So the only way for them to do that, they have to go to this abandoned space station that somehow came into their orbit above their planet, so they can steal these cryptopods, or those pods that freeze you while you sleep for all these years, so they can go into the pods and sleep for 9 years till they get to this planet. So that's what they do. They go into the ship, they go off to that abandoned spaceship to steal the pods, not knowing that there are consequences that's going to happen and they will not make it out alive, in that scenario of what they're about to do. So let's start off with the visual effects. Beautiful for a space movie. The last space movie I seen that was beautiful with visual effects in theaters was Astra with Brad Pitt, because I missed Interstellar in theaters, and that made me mad that I missed watching it in IMAX. But Astra was a movie by Brad Pitt, that space movie, which they had that awesome moon's action scene with them driving the little space cars, shooting the laser guns at each other. That was pretty cool. But other than that, this movie visual effects for space was just awesome. I love the planet that they show that we're on. The way the spaceship leaves the planet, and you see how the whole planet that they're leaving is covered in thunderstorms, and you're thinking to yourself, that looks so cool. At the same time, while they're leaving, in the background, you see their actual sun, and the girl's like, what is that? And they're like, oh, that's right, you've never seen the light before, right? That's the sun. I'm like, that is a big, beautiful sun. I love this. And you see them just flying off, going to the abandoned spaceship. There's another scene where it's over more of another planet that has the rings. I think it's the same planet, but it has the rings, and the abandoned spaceship, they all crash into it, and you should see how it just looks so realistic, how it's just going to the rings and it starts dismantling this whole ship slowly, and it was just like a beautiful stretch extended scene of it doing that. And I'm looking at myself and telling myself, this is epic for a space horror movie. Even though this is not like a space exploration type movie, which I felt like it was during that scene, this is actually a horror movie, which sometimes when I was watching this movie, I didn't think it was a horror movie most of the time, because it was just a lot of cool scenes that I enjoy. So for the visual effects, even for the aliens, visual effects, oh my gosh, those xenomorphs were scary as hell. The face huggers were creepy. I love the face huggers. The xenomorphs were creepy looking. They were cool looking. And then there was another creature that that the final girl had to fight at the end, which he was terrifying. Oh my gosh! And when you watch the movie, you're gonna be like, yeah, I hope this thing doesn't come into my dreams or in my room, because I'll be dead in seconds if it does. But other than that, sound effects, beautiful sound effects with the ships taking off and stuff. You can hear the engine roaring, and it's like, but it sounds like you're right there, just looking up at it and hearing it going. That's a spaceship, all right, and it just takes off. Seeing it go into space, hearing it like flying in space, it sounds so cool. The other cool was the abandoned space station when it crashed into the rings. You can hear the sound of the destruction from it, and it sounds so cool how it just the rocks and the metal just crashing. It was, oh man. And then there was another scene during that final boss fight where something happens, but I'm not going to say nothing. I won't spoil nothing. But you just hear this loud bang, like, but it sounds like you're there. Like, it sounds like, to me, it sounded like a nuke just went off somewhere outside the movie theaters. And I was just looking around like, holy crap, what was that? Not noticing it was from the movie. And then it was like you just felt the vibration of that big explosion and all this crap happening. But sound effects, visual effects, I gotta give that a top-notch A, because they did good with that stuff in this movie. Now, the things I did hate the most in this movie were the freaking characters, or should I say the dumb, stupid characters they put in this movie, because they all were just pretty stupid with the like the decision making. Every time they make a decision, it's like they make one decision and it gets worse, then they make another one and it comes worse and it gets worse and worse and worse. Like, hey, we're going to do this, and the robot, who's kind of my favorite, who he was kind of special in the beginning till when they put this chip in his head and he became smart. He told them, you don't want to do that. That might kind of. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. We're not gonna listen to an android. We're still gonna do this anyway. Oh, they did it. One died. Okay, we're gonna do this decision. Okay, they die. Like, stop making dumb decisions. Oh no, we still make some decisions. They die. Like, yo, every decision you make, your people are dying. Stop. They don't stop. They don't stop making dumb decisions. That's how terrible these characters are. They were so stupid. I was rooting for the aliens the whole time because I was getting pissed off. These characters, like, one character make a decision, and I'm in the theater looking at it, I'm like, come on, y'all. You know the common sense thing here is not to touch that. And then now you touching it, you just made it worse. Now y'all infected. You're gonna die because of you touching that shit. I'm sorry. Dumb characters just piss me off. But other than that, I mean, the robot was my favorite. The aliens, I was rooting for them. Face huggers, they can go and hug their faces and put eggs in their stomach all they want. I don't care, because they were just, oh my god. So, other than that, the story was cool. I like the story. The story was brilliant. It was different from any other the alien movies. Technically, like I said, it's just basically a bunch of young adults who are kind of like thieves trying to steal these cryptopods so they can go on a 9-year expedition to another planet to have a new life. Was basically what they're trying to do, not knowing that most of them might get killed off and stuff. So, but the story was awesome. Visual effects, sound effects, awesome. Characters I don't like, so I was rooting for the antagonist the whole time. What else is there? There's another antagonist which he's in the movie, which I didn't know he was in there because they didn't show him in the trailer. So I won't say who he is, but he made the whole, he didn't care what the humans did. All he wanted was the android that he was talking to complete the mission, to get this mission done, so that, because when you watch the beginning of the movie, you were trying to think to yourself, who are these people and what are they doing? And then later on you're like, oh, and then you notice, okay, there's a mission that they were trying to do and it haven't been completed, and he wants his android to complete that mission, and then he's just backstabbing the humans, left and right, just for this android to complete that mission. So you'll see what I mean when you watch the movie, if you do. But other than that, this movie was brilliant. It's something you need to go to IMAX and watch. Go to IMAX and watch it, because that was like one of the best experiences for this movie to see it in. And I don't know if actually I think it's out on IMAX now because of Blink Twice. Not Blink Twice, because I do want to see Blink Twice, but The Crow's in IMAX now, and I'm not watching The Crow, so I'm sorry for the people who want me to see that. I'm not watching that. To me, it didn't catch my attention. Blink Twice took me a while to get my attention, but after a couple of the TV spots, now I'm like, okay, this got a Radio Not flavor to it, so I might watch that. But other than that, let's go back to Alien Romulus. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Even though I on IMDb I did rate it at 10 out of 10 when I first saw it, I'm gonna go back to give it 8 out of 10 because now explaining it, I have a bunch of pros and less cons. The only con, like I said, I have were the stupidity on the human characters, which I understand. You need dumb human characters in horror movies to make a horror movie better, to have a lot of kills, because basically when you're going to watch a horror movie, you want to see the the people get killed by the antagonist. You don't want to see the protagonist overcoming the antagonist the whole time. You want to see the antagonist, killing these protagonists, left and right till it gets to that final girl, final boy, or the final character, and see that final character kick their ass at the end and survive. That's basically what basically the theme for horror movie is. Now, there's sometimes with horror movies they're like, oh yeah, we don't need no final girl, final boy. The protagonist is gonna, wipe them all out, and then the horror movie ends. And you're like, what the fuck? But sorry about my language, but that's how it is. But other than that, please like this video. Please also comment in the bottom if there are any other movies you want me to watch and review and give my opinions about. And also please share this video to other people that want that that care for movies, that likes movies, and that wants to hear my opinion. If they don't want to hear no other opinions, or if they just want to find someone else that that has a different take on what they think about the movie, so what critics and most you know what I mean. But other than that, please like, comment and share, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye, everybody.